I'm not speaking anything on communicative skills. That's why I stumbled in the beginning. I stumbled. So mostly my classes has been on speaking without stumbling. The words which you want to deliver must come into your brain and onto your tips without any break. Now it's not for that. It's on something else. Being technically qualified personnel. Now we took up, we choose the profession of a teacher. So we must think something about how we can enrich the content of our brain and how effectively we can transfer this down to our student population. We mean, in simple language, teaching skills, pedagogical excellence. We all are in the profession, or else right from the morning we come, we prepare our lessons, deliver to our student population. Maybe electronic and communication engineers, maybe IT engineers, maybe mechanical engineers. And most of the time when we go through the answer papers of these students, we find that some are much better than the standards of we teachers. Some are, or the majority are, below the standards of an expected student. That's why maybe our former principal doubted this class is also on effective communication. But no, I'm sorry, it's on teaching skill development. I call it brush-up session because we are all having enough skills as far as the art of teaching, pedagogy is concerned. We have not been using it fully in this college because maybe we think that it's not required as far as this college is concerned. My skills should not be fully utilized. Maybe because one of the reasons being that even then we have the skill. So now we need to brush up their skills. Since you have it already, it's only a brush up session. Finding out the skills which is lying dormant or unused within you right now. So may I begin?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, thank you. The technical snack is not a snack as far as we are teachers. We teachers are concerned. Anytime, any technical snack may come. Sometimes you prepare everything. You copy it down to a CD. You bring it along with, and the problem is not there. Will you cancel your class? No, we will not. Because we have a hand flip chart. Whenever you prepare a PowerPoint project or a Flash project, never depend only on electronic devices. Keep ready a flip chart so that you can open 1 page, 2 page, and there is effect planning and preparing effective flip charts also is a skill as far as the teacher is concerned. Ready-made flip chart for all the classes you prepare in your life must be there in your files. As soft copies as well as hard copies. On CDs as well as in print. So whenever you are called by any agent to deliver an immediate class in the morning and you are getting a call and in the afternoon you are supposed to deliver the lecture, you can go. You can go. Because all the classes you have well prepared and all the data, all the preparations are ready in your hands. So even if the flip charts or the technical snack comes in, the bug comes in between, you don't have to worry about it. Am I on flip charts? Even then there is so much time, so I wait for some more time. By the time the slide will be ready, and most of the time because it's not a working day, we don't have enough students also to assist us in this technical matters. Anyway, it's important that, it's really important that we build up advisable level of information on any subject, on any topic we deal with. In order to derive job satisfaction, in order to be happy in the job we do every day, in order to be able to achieve excellence in the job we do every day, we must be prepared for anything. How we prepare? And by doing the in our own abilities is the class is all about. Most of the points may seem to you like nursery techniques, kindergarten, KG techniques. So I'm sorry, I take your permission to do with these kind of simple techniques. But remember, all abilities comes only through repeated practice. You have to practice sa re ga ma million times if you are a singer. So this kind of a practice is the toughest part of acquiring any ability in your life. If you are ready to do the practice every day, religiously, ability will come and dwell in your brains. And this will give you a sparkling confidence. The sparkling confidence is required in your life to make your life really happy. On the moment, whichever be the interview you face, whichever be the test you prepare to appear, will be a cakewalk for you. An easy affair for you. It's sure. I promise you. But tell me, will you be with me throughout this class? Not physically, mentally, intellectually? Then I can pass down certain techniques to you. Not only that, promise me, whatever be your age, 80 or 80, 1 or 100, anytime, to make you younger, these practices will be really useful. No doubt. It's a time-tested, proven technique, though it's very simple. If I ask you to sing a small nursery rhyme, little star in the sky, you may forget to sing and you may not be willing to sing it along with me. Okay? How I wonder what you are, up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. This kind of silly techniques I haven't shown you. I'm sorry, I don't have any other better techniques. But through these techniques, I promise you, the ability, the skill will slowly migrate into your brains without you being noticed. Sure. Are you ready? I'm sorry, it was ready. In the meantime, anyway, we'll go into these techniques. Let's see what these techniques are. What, as a teacher, we must do in our class, before the class and behind the class. How we analyze our capabilities. How we pinpoint our shortfalls. How we bridge up the gap. The expectation as a teacher and where I stand right now as a teacher. There's a gap, maybe sometimes. And the bridge can be matched up, patched up, built up. Right? It's ready. Anyway, thank you. So, as the name indicates, any job can be made into a pleasure. Sometimes we teachers used to call in the morning our colleagues, hey guy, are you free in the morning? Do you have any hours today morning? Because I got some emergencies and I had to go to Calicut to meet my mother. So will you take up my hour? Please. And this kind of habit is that why this happens? You wondering? Pass the buck off to your colleagues. If he says, okay, in case of a necessity we have to do this, but not all the time. Why? Because we are not getting enough pleasure from the job we do. Instead of that, to draw a living, to draw a salary at the end of the month, and thus to lead a small, peaceful, comfortable life, we come and do a job. But take one more salary every month. The salary which you have to take for every month, every moment is, you don't have to sign a voucher for that. It will come to you automatically. How? If you derive, find out and nourish this kind of a pleasure from your job, you get a salary every moment, not at the end of the month, not at the end of the year for an increment. And that is a technique. Deriving the pleasure out of the job we do. The job we do is teaching. So the pleasures of teaching is the title of this. Maybe the time is really up. I'll just rush through because I just mentioned the techniques. Here, understand, go back home, practice it every day. You will come to know it, you will come with the ability to use it in your life. Okay? Right. So, my talk will be on these 4 matters: content, confidence, communication, memory, rhythm, rehearsal, and the final thing, delivery. This is what everyone has to do as a teacher or as any other profession. So, now let me tell you what do I mean by this kind of things. Right? Many things together make it a pleasurable experience. The experience as a teacher will be made pleasurable only through many things. What are those many things? How we can make it really pleasurable? There's a mantra. You know, the first slide which I have shown you is one technique of effective pedagogy. You have to have an introduction for every class. Every class, in every day, your job, while doing your job, must be having an introduction. In the outset itself, you declare to your student population, today's class is about this. Okay, that's called introduction. That means an introduction is saying what you are going to say to the class. Then comes the body. The body is what you have to say to the class. You deliver it. Then the end is an effective close. All the time, any class must be structured in this simple structure: introduction, body, and an effective close. In the close, you're again saying what you are saying right now. So I have told you in this slide what I am going to tell you right now. The introduction. I am going to speak on content. I am going to speak on confidence. I am going to speak on the communicative abilities, and I am going to speak on the memory development techniques and another personality development technique. Very simple but really effective is rhythm building. Rhythm building. Finding out the rhythm in you and building it up to get satisfaction and to be more effective in the profession of teaching. Rhythm building. And of course, however capable you are, even if you are a very good orator, you have to practice, rehearse. And finally, the process. The program, the plan, thought about, conscious deliverance. Okay, that is the job of a teacher. Now, how we do this? Yeah, of course. Most of us are religious believers. Either Hindus, either Christians, Muslims, Zoroastrians, or anything, Sikhs, or anything. So mostly, we believe in some structure of everyday activity. Pray, wish, and structured prayers like namaz or something like that, or going to a temple, all these things. Everything will have a rhyme which is throughout the world called now as mantra. Mantra is not an Indian word right now, it's an international word, and the word rightly used for all these things put together is mantra. So today, my class on effective pedagogy also has a mantra. So you will have to chant it loudly. Don't hesitate to chant the mantra. Whenever you chant the mantra, chanting, japa, is a technique of personality development, which I am not going to tell you right now because it is on another day. Because the scientific chanting is different from the way we do it. Anyway, on another session we will discuss about it. So what is the mantra of this effective teaching? The effective mantra of effective teaching is just this. And any mantra, as you know, has a structure, has the right way of pronouncing it, and has the right talam, rhythm. This mantra's talam is like this. So we chant this mantra. You first listen, then you try to chant it. Country, country, commune, memoratory head. Country, country, commune, memoratory head. Now you chant. One. Louder please. Country, commune, memoratory head. Once again, the teacher has reluctance. Why don't you? Reluctance in your mind is an obstacle for progress. The first obstacle for progress in your life is this reluctance. Can you try it once again? One. Okay. But the vigor, vitality, the spirit is not there. Once again, please, louder please. Okay, my HOD, Shanavas has I know, he's a very good singer. I know, he's a very good personality. I've been singing through even the last session also. Last semester also. I know. Can you chant it for me? Confi, 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 commune, memoratory head. Memoratory head. Don't think this as a joking thing. Go back home, sit alone in your room, try chanting this mantra. Why I tell you, why this is there? There's a scientific principle behind this. Everything, even now in conventional or in Ivy League colleges, this method is used. Though this method has been devised by a white-skinned man, somewhere outside India. For centuries, for eons, we have been using these techniques in India. But we never declared it as a personality development tool. We never declared it as a memory development tool. We have been using it professionally. And white-skinned people found it out, developed it, and sold the same technique for money to us, who are the inventors of this principle. That's why commune, memoratory head is really important. It begins with chanting. All ability comes to you after repeated practice. That's why this technique is important. Now we know what this county is, what this coffee is, what this commune is, and what this memoratory head is. It's no English word, it's no Latin word, it's not a word of any language. But we attribute. All sounds comes first. And from every sound, we attribute a meaning. And when we produce the same sound, we understand the meaning. Whenever I say ma, nobody understood what the meaning is. Then my society agreed, ma means mother. Then whenever I said the sound, uttered the sound, ma, you understood. The meaning is mother. Like that, this mantra, we'll find out what what country is. Country stands for the content, which as teachers we most of the time neglect. Content. What is my class going to be? We never think in the morning. We look at the watch, take our shirt, wear it, take the bag, and come to the college. And in the meantime, we forgot the topic which we had to deal with. Then we come to the class, before the students, we'll give them some exercises, while away the time, wait for the bell, and come to the department. Did you ever think of the content and prepare effectively for building up the content? Most of the time we will not, because we are overconfident. We are overconfident. I know it here. For 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, I study the same subject. I have a first class degree or post-graduation. So why should I now learn? I'm a KG student. So we will not chant the mantras every day. We forget it. Even the religious mantras, which by your faith you are bound to chant, you will not chant. Even if you chant like that you chant. What I chanted right now is Om Namah Shivaya. And I chanted like this. Look at it. Clear. Over. You not get the benefit. Pronunciation is very important. Nobody chants like that. My pronunciation may be wrong. The Fatiha, sometimes we won't complete even. We just hear. Remember. We convince ourselves, or we cheat God and tell Him, oh, I have done it. Now give me your blessings. No, you will not get. You will not get. Because the blessing is packed inside your brain. And whoever does this, it is unpacked. They can use it. So chant the mantras every day of Kandan Bili. What is Kandan Bili? Kandan is, we'll come to that. What is confidence? Simply, Kandan, the enrichment of Kandan gives you confidence. If you prepare, make notes, flip charts, or whatever it is, or a style like this, you'll be confident. You don't have to cut sorry figure before your own students. So, confidence will come. And the next part of the mantra, confi means confidence, nothing else. Simple. So, you will be confident. And what is this kami is? Kami means, I have learned this. I know this. How effectively I transfer my knowledge to my student. That is communication skills. Maybe communication skill development is a tedious process. We'll do sometime later. And then, of course, we learn many things. Some things will remain on top of our brain. Some things immediately get washed off. Something will come to our brain whenever we need it. Some things will not. So we have to plan and do something to improve our memory and retention and recall values and power. Clear? Memory, immediate memory, long-term memory, all these things will be there. Which will be done in our memory development sessions, not now. And of course, there's a rhythm. There's a rhythm. Your heart beats in a rhythm. Do you know? Whenever the heart doesn't beat in its right rhythm, Ulasa knows the name for that. Ulasa has been in a medical college for some time, not as a patient, but he has been doing some engineering jobs. He knows what the disease is called when the heart doesn't breathe in its rhythm. What is it? Love. Yeah. What's it? Yes, that's it. His heart beats for one person, Anu. Okay? And the name for any rhythmless, there's no word like that, don't use it. Rhythmless situation is arrhythmia. You know the convention of the language? Miss Anima will teach you. She's not here. Miss Anima will teach you the conventions of language. When ia is there, as a prefix, as a suffix, what can be the meaning? Ia, anemia, leukemia. Whenever ia suffix is there, what can be the meaning? Whenever along with the root, there's something called prefix, there's something called suffix, and whenever ia, diarrhea. Yeah? Whenever ia is there, it denotes a disease in English. Except some words, whenever a root is suffixed with ias, it can be the name of a disease. Diarrhea, anemia, arrhythmia. So, rhythm is not the means, it's a disease. It's called arrhythmia. So, we'll do some exercises today itself to build up, find out the rhythm slipping in you and use it effectively in your life. Of course, another technique, simple technique is rehearsal. If you think you are a capable teacher, then it's it. The chief, most famous pedagogue, maybe a ranking teacher in the world except Dr. Ratheesh, always believed he is not a perfect teacher. He practiced, rehearsed. So rehearsal is an important thing. About the rehearsal techniques, as far as the teacher is concerned also, we have to arrange some other classes, not today. Anyway, we will mention some points today. Then of course, 10 months, 9 months are over. We waited, now we will deliver. It will be a happy, white complexion, beautiful. Male or female, as you like, baby. Clear? At the 10th month. If you won't wait for the 9 months, some days, isn't it? 9 months? 9 days. If you won't wait for this gestation period, if you won't give the right food in the right time, the baby will be malformed. Delivery will not be to satisfy you. The delivery may. Let us touch wood and say, such things will not happen. In any of our life, the delivery can't go bad. So rehearse. Even if you are steady and improve the content, even if you are confident really, even if you have the rhythm of deliverance, even then, rehearsal is a must. Rehearse every class. Once you do this, I'm sure you'll be better engineers, better teachers in your life, better planners. I know, you know DK? DK apparently is not confident. DK just watches work here and there, runs. But you know, in a jiffy, he arranges many things. How is it possible? Apparently he is not confident. He never show off. But he can do certain things. So observance is an important thing. How Ratheesh does this? He has many plans inside his brain. And he was trying for a loophole to express, give vent to his own latent talents. This is because of my experience and closer association with them. Every one of us has this kind of ability, sleeping within you, remaining dormant within you. Now, are you getting bored? No. If you plan, find out, locate your own latent talents, find it out, nourish it, I'm sure you will become effective personal first, then effective professional. So both the sides, you become excellent, you become really happy, and then comes the banner. Right hand for a banner to come, isn't it? Here, I told you it's a brush-up session. Because you are all capable. You don't require another person to come and show you your own ability. I know that. So we are together brushing up our own capabilities, finding it out, removing the dust accumulated there, and making the glow come out.